What is going on, guys? Good afternoon, or actually good evening. We're kind of headed into night here. I just wanted to quickly get on here and first of all just show or share a couple of words of appreciation and some love to our clients that have stayed with us from the very beginning. We have a lot of clients that follow us on here. For those of you that aren't, it's always big love for you guys, and you guys know who you are, right? I just want to say that without any of that support, this company and this dream of mine would be nowhere near where it's at today. Sounds kind of cliche, right? We always hear things like that, and we always want to say that if it goes well, right, the business started off and everything kind of popped off, and we never really looked back. We've been providing service to the entire San Antonio area and the surrounding area, and it's been great. Everybody is supportive of the movement. We've been kind of dishing out some crazy things for the company. The membership program is something that we have really dialed in, and we want to make sure that we keep improving it. It's never going to end. It's never going to change. Down from like the booking, the scheduling, the tiered levels that we're going to be having for our annual memberships. It's something that is really important for me, and it's also really important for some of our clients. We've seen it to where this is actually a huge part of the detailing world. But the problem is no one really knows what a fair or a medium leveled service would entail, right? There's several things that we can cover here if you really start to get into the nitty gritty of a detailing service, right? Such as clay bar treatment, paint decontamination, how often are you doing that per year, or etc., right? There's so many things that on the detailer side of things you can hop into, but that's not what clients look for. Clients want you to be knowledgeable and obviously be a professional in the industry, right? They're going to look for somebody that's trustworthy, that can pretty much simplify things and really have a structure around the company, or a company that provides that simplicity, right? So that's kind of like the first thing that I always think about when I'm a client or I'm a consumer in this world, right? There's so many services that somebody can, you can order this, you can have this delivered. It's a lot of the retail that has to do with that as well too. There's a lot of things that are changing, as you know, right? There's mobile services for everything really now. There's even barbershops that, they travel to areas and, they provide services, right? So there's a lot of things that have shifted in the industry in any kind of field. So going back to that, right? We always try to provide the best we can. We have full onboard services, or I'm sorry, full onboard. Uh, our equipment is, you don't have to do nothing. When we arrive, we have complete, fully filtered deionized water that we carry on board. Full electric, we have the works. It really is something that has been beneficial for us and has been working out. But again, moving on to what I was talking about is our memberships and the things that we want to provide for our clients to have that peace of mind. A lot of people are always kind of getting lost in between what services are what is it that you provide differently from other detailers and things like that. So become a member and you'll see the difference. There's a lot of differences starting with that alone, with the membership. We're going to be doing things a little bit different. Everything's going to be listed on our website. You'll be able to see exactly what it consists of. Full transparency. Obviously, we'll let you guys know down to how much you'll pay per year, what each service will consist of. You'll have priority scheduling. You'll have a number of perks that are going to be coming with any type of memberships. The funny thing is that those things have really never changed. We've offered these things in the past, but the difference of what's going on now and how we're going to be changing up things this year is that people are actually going to have their own online portal. So you're going to be able to see things online, client based, right? You'll be able to see your scheduling, your booking, your garage, which entails of, your whatever vehicle that you have stored in there. Those are the vehicles that we're going to be servicing. And the biggest thing that you'll be able to see is the reoccurring process and timeline of your service. So down to the technician arrival time, the technician map, which or live tracking. So the technician is going to be en route, right, to your service, say for example, right, and you'll be able to see all of that. Full transparency with what we're going to be doing that day, what we've done that day, pictures of before and afters. There's going to be a lot of things involved with just that one service for that day. The cool thing is that for the people that are going to be actually looking at these things, that's going to be there for reference. But on the other side of things, this is going to be a full-on autopilot, so to speak. So let me just kind of dive into that and let you know what it'll kind of be. So just very quickly, right? I'm not going to dive into it and really hang on that for too long. But it'll be to where you'll have a membership tailored to your needs. We'll have everything obviously in specific, what we're going to be doing, if there's any specific areas you'd like us to touch, or just really kind of nailing down like exactly how you like your vehicle detailed, if it's a specific car, if it's an exotic, any kind of work, right, around the detailing sense. So let's just get that out of the way. And once we have you finalized and we're on a reoccurring schedule, then you'll have the ability to just punch in the address where the vehicle will be at. And if it's every Thursday that you need us to be there at 8:30 a.m., this is actually going to be a scheduled on service. So no need to call us, no need to, hey, give us any kind of update on what time are you going to be there. Everything's going to be tracked. You're going to be able to have reminders, 2-day reminders, 1-day reminder, and then a 2-hour before your service reminder. So it's going to be nuts. It's going to be to where you'll have the availability to do other things. You're going to have time to worry about other parts of your life where you're not so much thinking of a wash or of a detail, right? So say you have 2 or 3 cars, you have one out, you're headed to the grocery store or something like that, and your appointment's at 2:30. You can obviously look online to see what the schedule's going to look like. You'll be able to see the reminder that we're actually headed that way within either if it's that day or that day prior. So you'll be able to make adjustments as needed and as you go. So that's kind of the biggest thing. It's like, giving that flexibility to clients and making them in full control of how their service goes. So again, I didn't want to talk about it too much, but it is something exciting that we're rolling out. Check us out on our website. Obviously, I'll be posting some of these things on our social media. But the membership, it's going to be phenomenal. I think that a lot of people are really underestimating something like this, just because if you're already spending money to take care of your vehicle, whether it be a tunnel wash, or even just a hand wash at the wash tub, so to say, whatever you may be doing, if it's maybe even another detailer, there's not going to be anything like this. I guarantee you, if it's something to where it's priced out the same, right? I feel like something like this is going to be really game changing. We're actually a huge fan of having mentors and having people that are already not only in the business but in other businesses as well. And as anybody that knows me, they know that I'm like a sponge. I go to anybody to service their vehicles and stuff like that on a regular basis, and we talk. Yeah, we talk. So we chat. I like to kind of conversate about things and really dive into how things work on the back end, how people are, how if it may be that we need to adjust and shift and be a little bit more strict on certain things. So there's a lot of things that we've learned over the past years or the past few years that has really changed the way I think about these things. So again, we can sit here and talk about things all day long. If anybody wants to reach out and and chat about things, whether it be business related or if you guys want to dive into this membership that we're offering now. And again, we've had it in the past. Things have been changing a little bit, so we're actually going to be solidifying a little bit more things on the client side of things. Or what am I saying? We're going to be making a little bit more of what the client sees more readily available. So again, what does that mean, right? You're going to be able to see everything online. You're going to be able to schedule your frequency rates, schedule your frequency of services, and then you'll be able to see rates, such as what you're going to be paying and stuff like that per service. So you'll be able to see a bunch of new things. I'd love to cover a bunch of stuff, but I'm kind of limited. I'm already kind of going a little overboard. But anyways, guys, I'll link everything down at the either wherever I post this. If it's on Instagram, you know you can't click no link on a reel or whatever it may be, but you guys know where to go. We have everything in our bio. If it's somewhere else that I'm posting at, I'll be sure to plug in links and all that. But yeah, guys, man, if you've made it this far, thank you, and really appreciate you guys. Check us out. We'll be doing some new things and our content too. Don't forget, keep watching.
Fuck the little nigga, weigh the dog about a tons, nigga. Big bad cuz, got bounty hunters, that's my blood, nigga.